Really? Really? We still doing these tweets. Odell, all they want is the second and the fifth. Howie, do something. At Eagles, do something. Dog, we don't want no Odell Beckham, dog. Come on, man. Y'all getting out of character now, bruh. Listen, Odell Beckham is an amazing wide receiver. But Odell Beckham will destroy the culture in Philly, man. 14 mil a year is what he getting paid. You want us to give up 2 of our 8 picks for Odell Beckham to be paying him 14 mil a year. Miles Sanders gonna have to get paid soon. I'm not with Odell, man. We're not about to take on that contract, dog, for somebody who can't get along with everybody. I knew Odell in Cleveland wasn't gonna be a good fit because Baker is la buns. But listen, man, I'm good on Odell, man. Let's stop it. Let's stop it right there, man. Let's get out. Let's stop with the Jimmy Jazz, please, man. It's too pricey. We don't need to go that route. We don't need to go that route, man. We don't need to go that route. Listen, I would entertain it if you could offer a little outshine to them. I'll entertain it. But it's still too risky, man. You talking about the ultimate diva. He's the ultimate diva. He's the biggest diva wide receiver. He's the biggest wide receiver diva in the game right now. I'm not good with it, man. You know what I mean? Let me holler at my man Philly 500 real quick, man. Y'all got to stop with this Odell.
Hey, yo, LB, the draft is a week from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow, I'm so excited about it. And that means we got to finish this draft board. We got to get it ready. We got to get it done. Now, one of the guys that I have to put on this draft board, one of the guys that I love the most in this draft is Brandon Ayuk. I love Brandon Ayuk. I think he is going to be a star at the next level. I think his game translates into the NFL. And if he gets with the right coaching staff, the right group, he is going to be a stud. He can get vertical, he can get deep, he can take short passes, take him 80 yards. He's physical, he plays tough, and I think this kid is going to be a stud. Now, if there's a situation in the second round where the Eagles can trade up to get Brandon Ayuk, who's 6 foot, 205 pounds, I think they got to do it. But this dude is one of my favorites and is got to be on this list. LB, back to you.
That was a great pick to my guy, man. Shout out my guy 500. Great pick, man. You know what I mean? You know, the list is coming through strong. I think I got one more pick I'm going to add to the list, and we're going to be done. And we're going to do our collaborative video before the draft sometime. You know what I mean? Hopefully me and 500 can go live for the draft together. That would be dope. You know, my birthday is April 25th. Is that draft day? I'm not sure, but it should be lit. It should be a movie. Listen, man, at the end of the day, I like the smoke and mirrors that Howie put up. Howie put up some key smoke and mirrors, man. Y'all got to really watch how Howie's moving, man. The Eagles are masters at putting up smoke and mirrors. So the Dallas Cowboys lose their center. What did we say we was looking at? We start looking at Cesar Ruiz, the center from Michigan, right? We know Dallas pick ahead of us. We know Dallas going to be thirsty. Listen, I can almost, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, I can guarantee that the Dallas Cowboys picked that dude Ruiz with that 17th pick or whatever pick they got. I'm telling you, if he there, they're going to pick him. We threw the smoke and mirrors. We threw the bait. We're not going for no center in the first round. It would be a shocker to me. We threw the bait out there, and some people are going to follow the bait. You know what I mean? The draft is coming up. We got a lot of things that we need to iron out as far as getting a pecking order down, man. You know what I mean? Who do you pick? This is what me and Philly 500 going to talk about. Who do you pick if the 5 top wide receivers are gone and you're still at 21? What do? Do you get the sixth best wide receiver who could potentially still be there in the second round? Or do you go to another position, man? There's so many things that I'm pretty sure. At 21, with the amount of needs that the Philadelphia Eagles have to fill, they got a plan A, plan B, plan C. They got to have a plan A, plan B. They got to have so many plans in place for this 21st pick. Now, moving up, I don't think it's going to happen. I think so many teams are talking about moving up just out of sheer, desperation. They're talking about the Falcons moving up. They're talking about so much right now. Yeah, so, Jason Kelce hit us with the wham, bam, thank you, man. Everybody thought he was going to retire. I was in panic mode. I was in a frenzy. But, we get our boy back. Jason Kelce is a really good center. I think if Jason Kelce would have retired, we probably would have we would have took an offensive lineman in the first round. You know, I think you got to at some point. We talked about the smoke and mirrors that Howie threw around. We talked about, you know, just not even wanting to entertain Odell Beckham. The thought of it. Now it's listen, I'm telling you, this draft will boil down to, are you listening to your franchise players? What are you going to do? Now, everybody says Fletcher Cox is a guy that doesn't need any help. I disagree. What are you going to do to get your franchise, your cornerstone players? Fletcher Cox is a cornerstone player. Carson Wentz is a cornerstone player. Darius Slay is a cornerstone player. What are you going to do to help your cornerstone players? Help me help you. If you get a franchise quarterback, a dominant weapon, everybody wins. If you bolster the defensive line for an already dominant pass rusher, everybody wins. Now I think, even though Slay just got there, you got to draft a young boy draft a young boy in the draft that could complement Darius Slay. It's a lot of dudes who got paid big money just by being on the opposite side of the field of an elite cornerback. A lot of dudes. AJ Aboye got paid because he was on the other side of the field from Jalen Ramsey. That bum we picked up, Byron Maxwell, got paid because he was on the other side of Richard Sherman. Dudes be getting paid and they come to us and they be buns because we don't want to step up and pick the top dog. Why we got to pick the sidekick to the top dog? Let's draft a nice guy who can learn the game from Darius Slay. Darius Slay is in the mid. He in his prime. Darius Slay is in his prime. It would be a letdown if Darius Slay does not go to the Pro Bowl for 4 straight years. It'll be a letdown if he don't go to the Pro Bowl because he joined us. You know what I'm saying? So help your key players. That's all you got to do, man. All you got to do. I'm submitting my last guy over to Philly 500. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be no surprise to my last guy in this list, man. You know, one thing that we were able to do was we were able to break down, you know, our wide receiver draft board in tiers. Well, I broke down our wide receiver draft board in tiers because Philly 500 may have these guys in different tiers than I got them in. The ones speak for itself. The ones are just guys who I believe are in the top tier of guys that are on our draft board. The twos are guys who are second. So, I mean, if all your ones are gone, then you got to start looking at who's the best available at 2 at the position and so forth and so on for the threes and stuff like that. I think that me and Philly 500's draft board is so good that we're going to revisit this draft board that me and Philly 500 did. We are going to talk about what transpired, who went where 2 years later, and some of the guys that me and Philly 500 picked will be making an immediate impact as rookies, and 2 years later, some of these guys will be trending towards stars. I can guarantee it, man. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears was put into this draft board, man. And I think me and Philly 500, you know, we did our best to make sure the offseason will be entertaining as possible. So, what I'll be doing for the draft is I'll be selecting the winner for the LB Merch Hall contest, and I'll also be live streaming the entire first round. Probably me and Local Leroy. We're going to live stream the entire first round, man. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a movie. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what all these teams do in the first round. Because the first round is where you're looking to add cornerstone pieces. We're going to see and we're going to talk about it. Let me know what you think in the comments.